Captain on the bridge.
Alright, captains, we are back on the bridge to be trolled by Stowe. So, on screen. Let's just do this on screen. Okay, captains. Not our normal intro, but I think you all know why. But before we get any deeper into this video, do us a huge favor. Please give it a like, because this is going to be a little painful, but also if you're new here, welcome. We are just kind of messing around today, but if you're not subscribed to the YouTubers, consider doing so, as we're always looking for like-minded captains to share our love, our passion for Star Trek Online, but also things Star Trek. Now that said, here we go. Captains, we have the Muds bundle that was sort of teased last week or this week in 10 forward stream, or last week, whenever that was. And they were mentioning that there's 2 ships that we would really like. I doubt that, but it has now been released. So what we're going to do is go over it, drop the ECs, and then at the end give our conclusions. I know this is not our normal intro, but again, you captains have been here long enough, you know why. So, PC captains, you need Dreadnoughts, lots of Dreadnoughts. Yeah, just look at this. Just why? Just why? Anyways, so let's go over here. And there's another shot of what's going to be in this new Muds bundle. So, Muds got more dread. Mud is dreading this next bundle release. Get it? Get it? I am. I'm definitely dreading it. My friends, I feel like I haven't seen you in exactly 24 hours. Just a little joke. Of course, we love repeat customers around here, and I have a doozy of a deal for you today. Tell me, how do you feel about Dreadnoughts? What about a lot of Dreadnoughts? So, here we go. What is in it? Well, you have the 23rd Century Dreadnoughts as one choice, the 26th Century Dreadnought as one choice, and the Marion Command Science Dreadnought on its own. And yes, this is a choice of one. If you pick this one, you will get all 3 ships. Same with this, and of course, just a single one there for the Marion. Mud is opening the doors on a new choice pack. This one filling us all with dread. Dear Lord, purchase the Mud's choice pack of dread through the ages for 29,500 Zet, and choose any 3 of the above options. But that's not all. This pack will be 50% off from March 28th to April 11th. Choose from the following options. So again, that first pack, the 23rd Century Dreadnought bundle, it has the prototype Dreadnought cruiser. We're gonna focus on this ship right here in a little bit. The D9 Dreadnought battlecruiser and the Thry Dreadnought warbird. Funny little story. I actually do have this ship, and it was by accident. A captain had actually given me to open a box for them to give him the choice pack, but I open it and, well, I have a Thry Dreadnought warbird in my dock on my Romulan, so I had to actually give him EC for it at the time. This was years ago. I might have to pull it out just to see what it's all about. Oh dear, oh dear. The 26th Century Heavy Dreadnought bundle. So what does it come with? The Universe class Temporal Heavy Dreadnought cruiser. This is the most trolling I've ever received in one video. All because of that ship. Just saying, just saying. Durgath Temporal Heavy Dreadnought battlecruiser and the Valkis Temporal Heavy Dreadnought warbird. And of course, the 32nd Century Marion Command Science Dreadnought. And what are the other options? Of course, you got 2 Tier 6 ship coupons, 50 Master Keys, 2 Epic Prize tokens of the Phoenix Prize Pack, 10 Ultimate Tech upgrades, and of course, cross-faction flying unlock, which is weird because that's, you don't really have, don't pick that. I'm not sure if they're making that choice, but please don't. We'll continue on here. We're adding a special version of the pack, the Muds Mega Pack of Dread. Through the Ages bundle is a one-stop purchase to obtain all 8 items in the pack at once. The pack contains all 7 items. Purchase to obtain all 8 items. The pack contains all 7 items. Do I know how to read? Do I know how to add? Do I know how to math? Like, seriously? No choices needed. It will also launch March 28th for 60,000 Zen, but will be 30% off. And here how it works. So of course that's 30 Zen there. 30K, I should say. The Mega Pack of Dread, well, the Ages bundle will appear in the MUDs market at the same time as the Choice Pack of Dread through the Ages. This is a once per account purchase. When purchased, it will disappear from the store if you'd like. You can still purchase the Choice Pack of Dread through the Ages for more of the non-ship items. So those are, of course, the keys, coupons, ultimate tech upgrades, and epic tokens. Purchasing the Mega Pack of Dread through the Ages bundle will drop an item in your inventory that you can unpack to receive the items. If you wish to buy both the Mega Pack of Dread through the Age bundle and the Choice Pack of Dread through the Ages, you must purchase the bundle first. Any purchase of the Choice Pack will cause the bundle to disappear from the source. Or they're saying buy this whole 60,000 or 30,000 if you buy it off 50% first, and then of course the Choice Pack. Never seen one of these packs before, seen them all, but unsure still how they work. Below is the frequently asked questions, and of course we will link this in the description below. Now, let's circle back here. Okay? Captains, I said we would circle back here to this ship right here. To those who have seen our build videos, this pack contains one of the, my opinion, best overall rounded consoles, universal consoles in the game. And of course, that's the DPRM, the distributed something. We'll go over that in a bit, but you've seen that, and you've seen a little picture of it in the thumbnail. Of course, that is going to be an account unlock, of course, if you get this ship from this pack. It's hard for me to say, is it worth it alone to make it worth it? Because on its own, if it's just the way you, if you're just going to get it for that, I don't think it's worth it, to be honest with you, because I already have it on my main. I was lucky enough to purchase it for 2 of my other tunes, my KDF and my Romulan, but that was when you can put that on the exchange. And that's the console alone. So I got the consoles on those tunes and it helps, but I only really use it on my main character, and that's the character that has all the toys. That's the character that has all the upgraded equipment and any of the builds that you've seen us do in this channel. That captain has this console from that ship. Now, I know a lot of you know that our good friend Nicholas gifted us this Universe J. And it's not my favorite ship, captains, if you can't tell. It is not. I really don't like it. And strictly, I will be kind of talking about this more or less from the visual standpoint, but the performance point of this is this prototype Dreadnought because of the console that comes with it. Now, we're going to quickly go over the ships. Here I have the tabs, and again, I'll link this all below in the description, so if you captains want to go at your own pace, you're going to be free to do so. So, of course, the Marion was released in 2022. I don't like the look of it, personally, because it looks like a guitar pick with nail files as warp nacelles. Just saying. Now, it is a command. Captains, you know I love my command ships, but regardless, it's a ship that just doesn't appeal to me, really, to be honest. And we're going over the stats quickly here. So there's a 4-3, okay? And the bridge officer stations is 1 lieutenant tactical, 1 lieutenant commander engineering / command, 1 ensign science, 1 commander science / command, so it's a full command, and 1 lieutenant commander universal. Okay, of course it has the cloak, and the package that it comes with is the science vessel. And again, it looks like a guitar pick with the nail files as warp nacelles. Now the universal console, so for 20 seconds, immunity to radiation damage. So plus 200 energy damage resistance rating, once per 0.5 seconds when receiving energy damage. Restore hull to self and allies equal to the amount of energy damage resisted. Deal radiation damage to foes equal to 2 times the amount of energy damage resisted. 5 click radius, max 5 foes plus 5 allies each pulse. Not really something to write home about. The trait itself, the scientific bulwark, Bulwark. Activating any bridge officer ability which increases damage resistance rating will also provide a boost to your control expertise, drain expertise, and exotic particle generator skills. This bonus lasts 15 seconds and may stack up to 5 times. So when triggered, plus 35 control expertise, drain expertise, and exotic particle generator skills. Abilities that will trigger this effect. There you go, it's listed there. Now they also come with hangar pets, the 32nd Century Federation shuttles, or shittles is what I call them. This is what they have. So for the normal, they come you can buy it. Well, they'll come with the ones that come with the ship. But what do they have? Well, they have phaser beam arrays, 32nd Century, aft Federation omnidirectional phaser beam arrays, and their abilities: structural integrity manipulators, offensive mode, defensive mode, swap between offensive, defensive, each mode activation. Again, not my favorite ship, look-wise, performance-wise. It'll do well. Any of these ships that we'll go over, that we've always gone over, or will be going over in the future, you can make any ship work here in Stowe. You just got to build it, synergize it, maybe build it to its strength, and you should be fine, to be honest, in 100. So I'm not really too worried about how they perform, with the exception of what we mentioned earlier. So that's the Marion. I don't like the ship. I know that a good friend of ours, and shout out to Id, by the way, who told us and linked us the actual blog for this. Shout out to you, my cap. I know he loved this ship. He loves this ship, and I think he has it. So there's that. Now we're going to go and get this out of the way. Dear Lord, the 26th Century Dreadnoughts. So, So let's get this one out of the way, okay? So this is the Temporal Heavy Dreadnought Cruiser, the Universe class, or the Enterprise J, as seen in Enterprise, okay? Again, not my favorite ship, but it is Command. Now, I have flown this ship multiple times, or I should say I was forced to fly this ship multiple times. Again, it's not my favorite just aesthetically. Performatively, it can do fine. It can work. But what is it? So it has a 4-4 weapon layout, bridge officer stations, 1 lieutenant tactical, 1 lieutenant engineering, 1 commander engineering temporal operative, so of course recursive shearing, 1 lieutenant science, and 1 lieutenant commander universal command. So you have access to the concentrate firepower. Okay, and the Starship Mastery package it comes with is a heavy dreadnought cruiser. Again, nothing special in my opinion, but it also does come with hangar pets, but I'll go down the page here in order. The next up, the Dragath Temporal Heavy Dreadnought Battlecruiser. Now, out of the 3, if I had to pick one, I would pick this one. It just looks like a Negvar sort of stretched out and flattened. It really is kind of like flattened. If I had to pick between the 3, I'd rather go with this. And what is this? So it is a 4-4 weapon layout as well. 1 lieutenant tactical, 1 lieutenant engineering, 1 commander engineering temporal operative, and of course 1 lieutenant commander universal command. So same thing. And then of course you have the Valkys. This I don't like the design of. It's like mega wingspan and then like such a small little head / beak. It doesn't make sense design wise to me. But many nights we have been trolled with this ship too as well because of the sheer size of this ship. But so what is it again? 4-4, 1 lieutenant tactical, 1 lieutenant engineering, 1 commander engineering temporal operative, 1 lieutenant science, 1 lieutenant commander universal / command. Okay, and here are the special item and abilities. So energy distributor inherit as a passive. Temporal heavy dreadnoughts are capable of cycling surplus power to nearby allies. This energy distributor passively grants a small power level bonus to the temporal heavy dreadnought and up to 4 allies within 5 clicks. Yay. Each one has the gravitic lance. I don't know the numbers on it. It's quite a unique visual. It has like a beam and then kind of like a spirally effect there. It does its lancy things. So there's that. Now the universal is the energy distributor accelerator. Passively, here the console also passively proves a boost to directed energy damage and turn rate. Yeah, nothing to really write home about. After reaching level 5 in your Temporal Heavy Dreadnought Starship Mastery, you will unlock the Repair Mode Starship trait. While the Starship trait is slotted, you suffer more than 10% of your hit points in a 3-second period. You'll gain 1 Repair Mode counter. Upon receiving the 3rd Repair Mode counter, you will immediately become disabled, gain a very high increase of damage resistance, and a large amount of temporary hit points. You will also gain a powerful heal over time effect for the duration of the repair. So that is for that ship. Those ships, I believe. Again, as you can tell, performatively, they're not like the best. But if it's a ship you want, captains, I never want to stop anyone from getting the ship that they want. Please. I know the tone is different. I can hear myself. I just don't like these ships 100%, especially that bad boy right there. So the Universe class ship abilities. So the temporal starships are capable of making subtle alterations on the molecular level through the use of molecular reconstruction. So it has all that. So it has defensive configuration, offensive configuration, support configuration, molecular deconstruction beam. So all of these ships have that. Hangar pets, they are very unique to these ships, of course. So here they are, the Cetus class frigate. Ugly looking ship right there. What does it have? Phaser beams right there, quantum torpedo, and more phaser beams. And the abilities: fire at will, scratch the paint, channel deconstruction, and torpedo high yield 1. And it advances, of course. So the Klingon hangar pets, they're the Basro class frigate. So beam array, dual beam bank, torpedo launcher, and a beam array in the aft. So same thing, fire at will, scratch the paint, channel deconstruction. And the Romulan hangar pets is the Cruel class frigate. Hope I'm saying that right. It just looks like a mini version of it. Plasma weaponry, though, it has beam array, dual beam bank, quantum torpedo launcher, and a plasma beam array in the aft. Same abilities for the ship. So again, it may be tainted, or it is tainted, because of my dislike of the ship. And one of the reasons why the ship is not my favorite is it feels like there's not a lot of thought put into it. It just feels like a stretched out, flattened NX. But captains, I know some of you love this ship. Do not let my my sort of downing on it stop you from getting the ship that you want. Because at the end of the day, regardless, you will be captaining that ship. So that's done. So that's the other choice pack, those 3 ships. And of course, I believe in this pack, this is the major draw. But again, I know captains who love the Klingon and the Romulan versions as well. So there is that. Now, we're going to go to the next and last 23rd century Dreadnought packs, which is this. We're going to, and there it is, the prototype Dreadnought Cruiser. This ship is fun. I've used it. It is fine. But what does it do for you? So it's a 5-3 configuration. The officer stations are 1 Lieutenant Commander Tactical / Temporal Operative, 1 Lieutenant Engineer / Command. Of course, I love my commands, but it's only Lieutenant Engineering. It's not a lot. 1 Commander Engineering, 1 Lieutenant Science, and 1 Lieutenant Universal. And it's great. It has another TOS ship in the game, but this right here is going to be the main attraction of this bundle. The Dynamic Power Redistributor Module. I have this on all of my ships, whether it's my DPS ship or my Nightly Pew Pews, because of how good this console is. Why? This console also provides a passive bonus to all energy damage, resistance rating, and directed energy damage. This console may be equipped, of course, only once. Now, what does it do? The Atlas class Dreadnought Cruiser comes equipped with the Dynamic Power Redistributor Module, Universal Console. Starships equipped with this console are capable of greatly strengthening their structural integrity field for a short time, thus providing a large increase to hull regeneration rate and damage resistance rating. Additionally, this power can be redirected from the structural integrity field to other systems to provide a large boost to all outgoing damage, as long as the starship's hull strength remains at above 80%. So it is a really, really good trait. And it just gives you damage resistance rating, it restores your hull, but also boosts your damage. And when you pair this console with the console that comes with the NX, the Point Defense Bombardment warhead, you get 33% increased damage to either phaser, disruptor, or plasma, if I'm not mistaken. So I pretty much have that most of the time on all of my builds because it's such a versatile console. Now, I was just lucky, like I said, I got it on the exchange on my Romulan and my KDF a long time ago when it was allowed you could do that, or when it first released. So there is that. Now, the Starship trait, after reaching level 5 in your prototype Dreadnought cruiser, you will unlock the SIF Shunt Starship trait. While this trait is slotted, activating any hull heal at full hull strength will provide a boost to all power levels for a short time. This effect stacks up to 3 times. Romulan and Klingon characters can obtain this console via the Starship trait unlock packs and undiscovered lock box. So these ships came out back in 2017. Wow, can't believe it's been that long. So now the D9. So it is a 5-3 as well. 1 Lieutenant Commander Tactical / Temporal Operative, 1 Lieutenant Engineering Command, 1 Commander Engineering, 1 Lieutenant Science, 1 Lieutenant Universal. The console this comes with a Disruption Pulse Emitter. This console also provides a passive bonus to Starship Control Expertise and Starship Particle Emitters skill. So I don't think it's nothing to write home about, in all honesty. There's a Starship trait. Again, we're not going to really go deep dive into this, but I will leave this in the description below, as I mentioned. The Thrive Dreadnought Warbird. So again, this one's a 5-3. 1 Lieutenant Commander Tactical Temporal Operative, 1 Lieutenant Engineering Command, 1 Commander Engineering, 1 Lieutenant Science, 1 Lieutenant Universal. And it is the secondary shield projector as its universal console. And it also provides a passive bonus to Starship Shield Emitter skill and shield hardness, which is very useful in this game. No, it's not. I'm just kidding. And the layered shielding Starship trait. After reaching 5 Thrive, you will unlock the layered shielding trait. While this trait is slotted, emergency power to shield and extend shield, apply moderate. So shields in this game is not really a thing. So there you go. Again, the main attraction of not just this 23rd century choice pack of ships, but the whole bundle is this ship right here, the prototype Dreadnought with the dynamic power redistributor module. To recommend this is totally going to be up to you, captains, because out of all of these, there's only 2 ships that I would buy again if I needed to. And that would be the Atlas and the Dragath. Visually, these really don't do a lot for me. Performatively, the only one that I can think of that would sort of commend a recommendation, again, is the prototype Dreadnought, the Atlas. And again, it's a TOS ship. Not really my favorite design, but again, performatively, it works. It's fine. It's nothing to write home about, but it works fine enough, especially if you build it correctly. Now, for the ship's cost, when it first initially released, if you get the choice pack of 29,500 Zen, for the 7 ships, because it's 7 ships right here, if you pick these 3 right here, and you divide that, of course, by the 50%, which is 14,750 of the actual release price of 29,500, these ships individually cost 2,107 Zen each. So it's less than a full 3,000 Zen C-Store ship. That in itself could be worth it for you, Caps, because when you divide that cost by the ships and consider how much a full T6 ship costs, 2,107, well, that is cheaper. Even on a sale, it's cheaper. So the whole age-old question, if it's worth it, that will depend on you, Caps. For me, to buy it just for the DPRM, that console that comes from the 23rd century Dreadnought, I don't think it's worth it. But if you love the look of all of these ships, and that's kind of what you're going for, then by all means. But it's hard for me to recommend it, but I see why they've actually said there's 2 ships there that I think you captains will like. I really think they were just referring to be honest, to the prototype and the universe, or the NJ. So this again is going to be coming out at this price, of course, March 28th to April 11th. So if you have the resources, If these are ships that you like, then there you go. You can get these account unlock, which is of course the sort of attraction to the Muds bundles, which you can get any of these promo ships, because they're all promo ships, lockbox ships, account unlock. For me personally, not worth it. Captains may be a different story for you. So that is our little 2 ECs. Well, I guess it's not 2 little ECs, because at this point the video is now about 25 minutes. But regardless, having said that, it is a bundle that will be coming, and you captains can consider getting it if you have the resources. So do us a favor, hit that like button for for the video to help the channel out. Comment below. Let us know really what you think. I am curious. I know of the captains that I spend time on the bridge when we're live. I know how they feel about some of these ships, especially the J, and to a certain extent the Durgath and the Valkis. But I want to know what you think. So let me know in the comments below. But also, again, if you're not subscribed yet to the channel, do so, as we always are looking out for like-minded captains. So on that note, since we're done with this, no more J to talk about. Let's leave it on this.
Live long and prosper.